Today, we will learn about the following tools required to construct geometric shapes. You must have seen these tools in your geometry box. Today, we will understand their importance in geometry. Let's first talk about this tool. We call it a ruler or the straight edge. If you look carefully, you will find markings on both sides. It has markings in centimeters along one edge and in inches along the other edge. Based on these markings, the ruler helps us to draw line segments and measure their lengths. Now look at this tool. There is a place to put a pencil. By placing the pencil, we get a pair. Pointer on one end and a pencil on the other end. We call it a compass. We use it to draw arcs and circles. By adjusting the compass, the distance between the pointed end and the pencil's tip is increased or reduced. Thus, the desired distance can be taken in a compass. With this, we use a compass to mark off equal lengths and to make perpendicular lines, but not to measure them. Now look at this tool. It is like a compass, but it has two pointed ends. We call it a divider. It is a pair of pointers used to compare lengths. We can also see two triangular pieces in the geometry box. One of these triangles has 90 degrees on one side and 45-degree angles on both the other vertices. And the other triangular piece has 30 degrees, 60 degrees and 90-degree angles at the vertices. There are signs in centimeter on the sides forming their right angles. We call them set squares. They are used to draw perpendicular and parallel lines. You must have seen this tool in your geometry box. Can you tell me what it is and how it is used? Think a little. Let me tell you. We call this a protractor. We use it to measure angles. It is a semicircular device and its curved edge is divided into 180 equal parts where each part is called a degree. The measure starts from 0 degrees on the right-hand side and ends with 180 degrees on the left-hand side and vice versa. We use it to draw and measure angles. Keep in mind, just as we measure the length in meters, the weight in kilograms, we measure the angle in degrees, which is denoted by this sign. So today, we learned about the following tools required to make geometric shapes. In the next video, we will see some examples related to them. Today, we will see some examples related to the tools used in geometry. Example 1. Explain. Opposite sides of a given quadrilateral are equal. The easiest way to find out is to measure the length of each line segment. To measure the length of any line segment, we need a ruler and a divider. Suppose we have to measure the length of the line segment AB. We will place one pointed end of the divider at point A and open the divider and place its other pointed end at point B. Now, maintaining the spread, place one of its pointed ends on the 0 mark of the ruler and find the other pointed end pointing to a mark of the ruler. For instance, Here the pointed end indicates 7. Since we have used symbols marked in centimeters for measurement, the length of the line segment AB is 7 centimeters. Using the same method, we know BC is equal to 3 centimeters, CD is equal to 7 centimeters, and DA is equal to 3 centimeters. Looking at the measurements, we can say that AB is equal to CD and BC is equal to DA. That is, the opposite sides of the given quadrilateral are equal. We can also measure the length with the help of a ruler, but we will have to take some precautions. For instance, we will place the ruler along line AB in such a way that the mark 0 is exactly on the point A. Then we will note the mark where point B is placed on the ruler. Keep in mind, while looking at the mark on the ruler, it is important to place the eye just above the mark. With this, we find that the length of AB is 7 centimeters. Example 2. Find the measurement of angle DBC using the protractor. If we look at angle DBC, we find that point B is the vertex of this angle and BD and BC are the sides of the angle. To find the measurement of the angle, we will place the protractor at an angle such that its midpoint overlaps vertex B and the line shown on its straight edge, which we also call the zero edge, completely covers any one side of the angle DBC. Like here, it completely covers line BC. Now here the protractor is placed correctly at an angle, so we can measure the angle. Can you tell us which scale will be used to measure the angle, inner scale or outer scale? Think a little. Absolutely correct. We have to choose the scale on which the inscribed 0 degrees is close to the second point C. Since the inner scale is close to 0 degrees centigrade, we will choose the inner scale. Now we see that the other side of the angle represents the 70th part of the inner scale. So the angle will measure 70 degrees. In this way, we can say that angle DBC is equal to 70 degrees. So today we saw some examples related to the tools used in geometry. In the next video, we will deal with some misconceptions related to them. Today, we will see common mistakes related to the tools used in geometry. Mistake 1. While drawing the shapes of geometry, students are advised to draw thin lines and mark points lightly. Thicker lines or bigger dots cause confusion and result in wrong measurements. For instance, with the thin line, we get the measurement as 11.5 centimeters, while a thick line and thick points will give us the measurement here 11.7 centimeters. Due to thick points, the dividers are not placed in the correct position, which gives us the wrong length of the line segment. Mistake 2. Some students don't keep sharpened pencils. Keep in mind, the more the pencil is pointed and sharp, the thinner the line will be and the less likely it is to make mistakes while constructing the shape of geometry. But if the pencil is not pointed enough, then the line will be thick, which will increase the chances of making a mistake while constructing a shape. Mistake 3. Students often use the same pencil for the compass and to draw lines. Keep in mind that if you have two pencils, one pencil will always remain fixed to the compass, and the other can be used to draw lines or curves and mark points, which will reduce the wear of the pointed end of the pencil, and at the same time, one can overcome the difficulty of placing and removing the pencils in the compass. Mistake 4. Students often try to find the measurement of a line segment by using a ruler without using a divider. But this is wrong, because when the eye is not placed just above the symbol, it results in wrong measurement. The pointed ends of the divider can be placed on the line segment and the correct mark of the line. This can help us avoid any mistakes in measurement. Mistake 5. The geometrical instrument compass is an English word which is similar to a magnetic compass. This confuses some students who believe that the compass of a geometry has some relation with the magnetic compass. This is a misconception and there is no relation between them. So today, we saw some common mistakes related to the tools used in geometry.